curious to see how this Monday goes. Hopefully good. Okay, I'm just tired. Sorry that I'm late. I was doing something which I have to continue doing after the stream. So yeah, at least today's been a productive day. Um, the weekend was productive too. Let's be honest, most of my days are productive. Weekends sometimes less productive, or even more productive than the week. Actually, sometimes my week is equal to my productiveness during the week is equal to how it is on the weekend. Um, yeah. So, like last night I was watching some of the episodes I need to catch up on for Doctor Odyssey. I got 4 more episodes for that. Gotta watch all 6 episodes of 911. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you got through the day. I hope it's not the flu. Uh, yeah, that's not fun. Nor is bronchitis. So does your bronchitis normally trigger like you get sick or sickness triggered by your bronchitis, vice versa? Um, yeah, I don't know how that works. I don't have bronchitis. I do know someone who has bronchitis in my family, so I'm not sure how that works. I know each person that has bronchitis, it's different for each of them, so I can't act like I know. Hello. I'm okay. How are you? Oh, it's viral. Ugh, that's horrible. Oh, well, I hope you feel better. That's terrible. Ugh. Um, yeah, for me, when I get cold, it's like I have the flu. Probably has something to do with being born severely premature. So, um, that's what I assume. But I am not certain. So yeah. Um, definitely think. I don't know. I feel like I was watching Dr. Odyssey, and I was like, oh, thanks. I was watching Dr. Odyssey, and I was like, dang, this is how they're gonna start the series, the episode I was waiting to see off. Um, my immune system is horrible. For myself, yeah, having been born at 1 pound 10 ounces did not help my immune system at all. So don't think it's been much of a change since I was little. Um, but yeah, so well, I hope you feel better. You said your colds are usually really bad coughs. Ugh. Yeah. Well, I hope you feel better. Right now, don't work outside the home. I do a lot of content for this channel, and then I do freelancing on the side. Being, I really, honestly, in the working environment outside the home, it was never really productive for me. Being a neurodivergent, I'm not saying it's not impossible to get jobs, but it was hard to deal with people that don't understand how I am. Not all coworkers are like that. I understand that not everyone's gonna understand me. Other people will get it. Uh, what's the context of the stream? This particular stream is just The community, people that normally subscribe to this channel or are part of this channel can do whatever, decide what they want. That is appropriate, and I gotta say appropriate because people will be coming on here thinking they can just say whatever they want and they're not gonna get blocked, which has happened. People got blocked because they say inappropriate stuff to me about people in the stream, other things. So you can ask questions, but keep them tasteful. If not, either me or Nick or any of one of my mods will block it. Um, just warning for anyone, because I know people get blocked at random, but some of them we oh, hi Mildred, how are you? Um, yeah, just bear warning. Sometimes we just block without warning because people have been told and they just refuse to listen. So some people just come in here to troll. There are people that come in here to troll too, which is why my Saturday and my celebratory streams are sub only. That's why I put them like that. Out of this live stream, this is honestly just this is non-scripted, and I talk about whatever I want to talk about. Sometimes, typically people listen to me talking. It depends on, sometimes I feel led to say things, and that happens too. So, yeah, Dr. Odyssey's only in its first season. I'm not sure if it's gonna get a second one. I think it has 14 episodes out right now. So yeah, I need to catch up on 911. I got to. I don't know. I I feel like every day I'm trying to. No, dude, why'd you do that? He was asking a genuine question because I literally just said I come up with random things. Can you unband him, undo it, please? Because he wasn't doing anything. I actually said I said I say things. Thank you. Um. What did I say? What was I saying? Okay, I was saying that my thoughts so far on. I think I like it, but I know I'm also Mariah. I like Dr. Odyssey. Yeah, I saw he unlocked because I asked for it to be done. Um, I think it's a good series. I hope it gets a second season, but I doubt. I'm trying to not get my hopes up because every time I do, either something gets canceled that I like, or it doesn't go the way I want for a second season. So I don't know what's gonna happen. They sound like they're possibly not going to. They might not give it a second season. I don't know. Um, so we'll see. Like I know the rookie is getting an eighth season. I know that I think 911 is might be getting a ninth season. I'm not certain. Um, what else? And these bees outside. Sorry, I was looking outside because I see a bee coming towards my window. It can't get inside, but they continuously bang into my window. So yeah. But so uh, no, dude, I was thinking about doing an elephant, but I can't do one. Oh yeah, and I wanted to draw an elephant because that's my sister's favorite animal, but I don't think I got the skills to do that, unfortunately. Thinking about that, I have good taste in TV shows until they get canceled. Into like literally that's the literal concept until they get canceled. Hence why one of my sisters was like, Mariah, you just stop liking things. Every time you like something, it gets canceled. It's true. Most of the times I like things that get canceled. It's very accurate. It's annoying though. So I was like, Mariah, you need to not like things. I mean, even though I know it's not possible. The show, Alert is a good show. It's a good series. I like it. I think it's on its third season. I found that random. I was like, let me watch this. This sounds good. I like that show. One of the characters from the series, if anyone watched it, it was called Devious Maids. She's one of the lead characters on the series. That's her name. Actually, I don't know how to say her name. She's really good. I like her in that role. I like that she's one of the main characters. Uh, that's a good show. Fringe. See, hence why you shouldn't like shows either, Nick. You shouldn't like shows either. Like literally every show. Okay, most of my shows from ABC Family got canceled that I really liked. One was Calyx Y. That was great. Of course, now it's not called ABC Family. It's called Freeform now. I liked Recovery Road got canceled. Chasing Light got canceled. Life Sentence got canceled. Um, I don't want to talk about that. I'm not talking about politics in here. Thank you, Nick. Um, um, Thinking about that just stressed me out. Now, hang on it. Raya, do not let that person to stress you out because I'm already stressed. That made me stressed. Back to what I was saying. What else got canceled? Lion Game got canceled. I didn't really watch Boneheads, but I know it's about ballet, and I didn't watch that. Even though I love watching ballet shows, they intrigue me. Dance Academy was really a great series. I really liked that show. You got to see both female and male ballet dancers. The one character I liked the most, even though I did not like him at first, was Christian on the show. His name is Christian. That's his character's name. His real name is Jordan. He's actually around my age, for real. I think July is his birthday or whatever. But the point is, he was really, I was like, this kid, I can't stand him. But then I realized his backstory makes more sense why he would act that way in the series. Okay, I gave him a chance. He was really good. Now Tara, she would get on my nerves at times. Then I started growing to like her, because she was like boy obsessed, was pissing me off. And then I was like, okay, whatever, like whatever. Let me give this a chance. Watch it. The girl who plays actually all the characters on the show actually do ballet or any kind of types of dance, which is very interesting. I like watching um actors and actresses who actually do the thing that they're doing. Like for example, like um there was a show called I think it's called Backspace, where there was dancers, singers, different music. There was something with music, different things that they actually did in real life, but they were acting on the show. So like that. I also saw used to watch these shows where they would like people would try out for the national ballets. I like those shows. Those were really good. Like and the thing is, the show Dance Academy is really realistic. Like you could see stuff like this really happening in the national ballet thing, and I'm like, dude, this is intense. If I was a ballerina, I probably would have been like, I don't know if I could have done that because that's like a lot of pressure. Like I see all the pressure they'd be putting on themselves on this stuff, and I'm like, my gosh, this is what they got to deal with. Um, you said you know that the acting is good if you actually just like, yeah, I know. Like this one actress I couldn't stand. I wanted to slap her. I'm not gonna lie, I did. But then we saw her home life and stuff, and I'm like, okay, maybe I give her some grace because she was always like so harsh on herself. And then because in the ballet world you have to be a certain like skinniness, and like the girl was very you can tell I don't think she had OCD or nothing, but the character her name was Abigail. I'm not gonna lie, she was really good at ballet, but she really was irritating me how she was treating some of the other characters, because I know why she was treating them that way. She was like kind of mad that they were coming in like getting her spots, like her solos and other things, and like it was intense. And yeah, I was like, dude, this is like really happening. Like this is like I wonder if that's what like Missy like the I think her name is Missy. Maybe it's not Missy Copeland. What is her name? Missy. I thought her name was Missy Copeland, but now I'm thinking maybe it's not Missy Copeland. Let me look it up. Okay, Mariah. Let me look. I think her name is. I think she's the first. Is she the first black? I don't remember. Let me look. Let me look. Missy. Yeah, Missy Copeland. I was right. It's Missy Copeland. Oh my gosh, her picture. When I saw her picture, it was so pretty. In the there was a magazine she was in. This is how you know. To me, I always when I can tell typically if someone is a dancer or not, the way, or at least serious about their craft, is how they like pose. Particularly dancers, you can tell more. Like even the way she's laying in this one picture I'm looking at, I can tell she's a dancer. I don't know if she's. I think she still dances. Yeah, she's a principal dancer at the American Ballet Theater, which is amazing in my opinion. Um, I wonder if her child's gonna do ballet. I'm not saying she has to. The child has to do ballet. But I'm just saying. Interesting things you learn. I like that movie. Now, I would do wonder in that movie Black Swan. Do are there they're probably actual ballet like people that actually do ballet in there. I don't know. I know what's her name. Zoe. I don't know how to say her last name. Is it Saldana? Is that how you say it? She's an actress, but she can dance. She knows how to dance. Like in that movie, I think what's it called? Is it called On Point or Center Point? Center Point. It's one of the movies back in the '90s, and I can't. And it's not fair because I was born in the '90s, so that's like not. Hold up, let me look it up. I know she is does dance. I just don't remember. Let me look. I think it's called. No, I think it's called Center because they have several of those movies. Let me look. Let's look. I think it's called Center Point, but it might be called On Point. Center Stage, is that what it is? No, wait, maybe it is. Hold on. Is it called Center Stage or Center? Oh, my bad. I'm already mixing it in together. I saw the maybe Black Swan. That was when I saw it. I was yeah. It's okay. So it's actually 2000. I'm sorry. I thought it was some reason I thought it was 90. My bad. Yeah, 2000 was the first. Yeah, it's called Center Stage. That's what it's called. The movie. I just love watching. I think honestly, the first time I ever saw ballet, I was enthralled by it. So every time I see any kind of ballet, I just am enthralled by it. The point where I have to like literally pay attention. It's kind of the same way I have to do with art. Still, same with art. Like literally, when you go in an art museum, I just literally don't talk to me, leave me alone, don't speak to me when I'm watching it. Especially when I'm looking at art that I'm not gonna get to see ever again, most likely. So I need you to like leave me alone. Like I know people were in when I was unfiltered try to bother me, and I'm thinking, can you get out of my space? I'm trying to like absorb the art because I only get one chance to see it. But yeah. Um, and the one thing, maybe it's a good thing at the same time that I didn't develop the habit of dancing or the I have competitive nature, which is not really good already. But then having an eating disorder, and then if I did was a ballerina, that would be a problem because like I think I know some people, at least on the movies I've seen. I'm not saying every person that's in ballet does that, does eating disorder, but they make you feel like I know there were certain well at least even in dance academy they had points where they're being weighed and they're doing oh let me you need to lose weight you need to like you need to skinny like make yourself skinnier like and I remember one of the characters had developing an eating disorder because she was told to like she wouldn't eat for days like she wouldn't like she would stop eating and like that was a whole and I'm thinking oh my gosh this is what we do this is absolutely insane um well also I am also different Nick, the way me and you absorb things are different. So like I'm not like most people. And probably another reason because it's my special interest. I always things that are typically something I really really care about really passionately. I'm not. It's not the same way a normal a person that doesn't have that special interest or that passion for it won't have it, the same absorption. Like for me, because I love art so much, that's probably why I act that way when it comes to absorbing art like internally. Um, yeah, I guess you would say that. Yeah, about the it'd be like Olympics or athletes. Like for me, I was an athlete, so that's another reason. Maybe that's a good thing. I was not like a dancer or anything because I think I'd be as competitive as I was as an athlete. I would push myself points. Even as a child, no one told me to do this, but I would push myself past the point because I learned as myself and also as an athlete, even though no one told me this, I learned Mariah, even in pain, you keep going. You can't just stop and give up. Um, so that's a danger area for any kind of athlete or dancer or any kind of person that really wants something really bad. You'll push themselves to a point where they shouldn't. Even when I was working out, I would even when my body was like, Mariah, we gotta stop. Yeah, no. And I told I told my brain we're not stopping till I say I'm stopping. So which is dangerous because you can hurt yourself more, which I know, of course. I don't know, it's like something in my brain tells me to keep going, even though I know Mariah, and the other part of my body is like, no, Mariah, don't keep going. I don't know what it's part of. I don't know if it's part of something in me that I don't know, which is possible. Um, I really wish I had like a neighbor or like a friend that could go running with, and I don't care if that sounds weird. Being a girl, I don't being a girl. Okay, being a woman, it's harder to feel safe on your own. So dang annoying. And I mean, not alone in my family. That's not what I mean. Outside being alone because people do things, and it's not fair. Because when I was a kid and even a teenager, I didn't have to worry about this bull crap. But because of how the world has become with the danger, the way people are, I have to worry about it now. It's some bullshit. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't say that, but it is bull because I shouldn't have to worry about that. And I like literally I walk look outside sometimes and I see people like have sticks in their hands because they gotta protect themselves. This is ridiculous. I'm thinking, like, what is this? It's absolutely and freaking insane. You said when you I I would honestly back then I didn't really sacrifice my health because I was healthy. I didn't push my foot to a point where I actually would injure myself. I never did that. Now, I did know that point. I've never actually, as being an athlete, I never went to a point where I injured myself. Actually, I don't think I've ever injured myself. Actually, no, I have never injured myself as an athlete, which is actually pretty good for someone that, even though running and any kind of sport, you can get injuries. You said your ball. Hold on. Mildred says it's amazing that people are able to test their limits. I do it because I wanted to see it. Also, I think another reason I test my limits because I want to see how far I can push myself. Also, being having problems with breathing because I was so premature. I wanted to push myself past the limit to see if I could do it. That's probably another reason why I push myself more. You said your boss actually has a friend that goes jogging. That's not fair, Nick. That's not fair. I want that. I want that. That's not fair. Oh, that's not fair. I know I shouldn't say that, but it's not fair that I can't have that. I'm jealous of your boss. I know I shouldn't say that, but I am jealous. Oh man, dang it. I am jealous now that you said that because like I miss running so bad. My dad's like, you go running out at the school, but that's like literally like that's about 15, 20 minutes of a walk, man. I need still don't feel safe, which I should not feel unsafe in my own community. I can't believe back in the day people. Oh, dang, he's really dang. Now nothing making me more. That makes me more jealous. But it's fine. Um, I just wish that people would just be not. I wish people would not be like make people unsafe so we would have to do this mess because I really liked when I used to be able to like run and do whatever I wanted when I wanted to and not having to oh Mariah you can't go running at this time there's nobody here oh you can't just some bull by the way I said but the thing is like my dad was saying you could just go running at the school that is true I could do that but you can't do it like because school is in session you can't do it I can't do it now like that's not you can't just do it anytime because they'll be thinking, oh my gosh, this I just wish I lived closer to school. 15 minutes of walk is like as long and it's too long. And I can walk, it's not the problem. The problem is that's like let's be honest, emergency can happen in 15 minutes of walk because people get snatched all the damn time or freaking raped or I can't believe this is the world we're living right now. Like what the freak? I remember when like I don't even remember I've never lived in a place where I didn't lock my doors. I know people do that, but I've never done that, and I don't ever plan on doing it. Even as a child, my parents had locked the doors, which is understandable. Oh man, now I'm even more. Dude, are you trying to make me jealous over here, Nick? That's not fair. I wish my best friend lived here. She'd probably go jogging with me. She gotta live in Canada for, man. Dang. I need her to come back to the States. Oh. I miss her a lot when I think about her. I can't believe she doesn't live in the States. This stupid Trump. It's all his probably each phone number come back here. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's not really fine, but it's fine. Oh man. Like I just think like I just don't like any of the stuff that's happening in the world. It just irritates me. I like literally when my parents or anyone like listens to the news and what's going on, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get away from that because it makes me stressed. Like it literally makes my body stressed. It makes me feel sick. Because I can't stand what all the stuff that's going on. Because I literally the stuff that happens in the world I absorb with my body. And I don't like that. It's like I don't know how people. It makes me so sad and like because I absorb it on my body the way most people don't. Because they can detach themselves. Um, it makes me feel depressed and sad. So I can't listen to it. Like when the news comes on in my radio, I'll literally change channel or turn it off because I can't take it. Yeah, a lot of people have left the states. People that are from here left and went to. Some people went to Mexico. Some people went to the UK. Some people went other places. Can't say I fault them because this is ridiculous what's happening. I don't understand. What I really don't understand is how people that are actually literally they were born here got shipped to somewhere else. How the hell did that happen? That's literally what I don't get. That's literally out of all the one thing I don't understand how someone that's a U.S. citizen that literally was born in this country gets shipped off. So I don't understand. That's the one thing out of all the things I don't understand the most. Like thinking if that can happen to them, it could happen to any of us, which is actually really terrifying when I think about it. It's actually really sad, and I don't even know what to say. Um, I literally I got nothing. Like, cause I'm thinking like, is that gonna happen to me one day? Is that gonna because some people come on this channel and be saying, oh, you should go back to Africa, like as if they know me. They don't know anything about me. Um, they just assume because I'm black, which makes no damn sense, by the way. Assuming just because someone is black that they're from Africa, you don't know anything about me. Because I could assume a lot of things about other people, but I'm not gonna assume because I don't know their life. Um, but okay. I don't know. I just this world's depressing me lately. I feel um downcast and upset about things um things I should have not that I would never feel upset about. Like it's a lot. Like I never in my life would have guessed that some of the stuff that's happening is would happen. I just don't even know what to say sometimes. I'm like, people ask me my opinion. I don't have an opinion. I have opinion about things, but I don't voice it because I know not everyone shares my viewpoint. Um, and I'm definitely not causing no arguments on this channel because that's not what it's about. But I never in my lifetime thought, I don't know, I didn't think a lot of things, honestly. I don't know. Like my brain, like when I think about things, I'm like, this is like real. Because sometimes I feel like it's a darn nightmare living in. So like this can't be because don't seem some of the stuff don't seem real. But then I'm like people voicing their opinions, so they gotta be real. Um, um. So I don't know what to say about that other than I don't actually. I literally don't know what to say. Because I know some people, there are people that support Trump. I know there was some people that voted for him. Some people that do regret their decision, some people that don't. And that's not my business to say. Um, I do remember one of my friends, I don't know what happened to him. Hopefully he's okay. He was like thinking that because he said he had lost friendships, lost relationship with family members, lost relationships with friends and other things because he supported Trump. I, just because someone supports something I don't like, agree with, or whatever, I'm not gonna stop being friends with someone. That's to me. That's really stupid. It's a stupid decision. Like it's the same way as like people not agreeing with other. There's a lot of things people don't agree with, but they shouldn't stop being friends with that person just because of that. Um, that's just a thought because I remember him saying to me like Mariah. I think he thought because I didn't support what he supported, that I'd stop being friends. Like that, why is that? That's like, to me, that's just stupid. Like, you're allowed, literally the same way I'm allowed to have my opinion on what I agree with, or things I agree with, it's okay. The same way you are allowed to have what you, because I think he said he must have had a lot of flack coming from both sides for that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, I mean, I wouldn't do that, but I'm also not gonna. People, let's be honest. Back when I was a teenager, um, which I'm not proud of now I think about it, because it's been a good amount of time since I was a teenager. I used to, of course, well, I shared my one friend who, I don't even know if we're still friends, whatever. It's not, it wasn't because of that, though. I was talking to him about, like, God and stuff. He had gotten this argument, um, which was stupid, by the way. The argument wasn't stupid, it was the way we went about it wasn't the correct way. I mean, the way I went about it was the correct. The way he went back at me wasn't correct. And I've learned, Mariah, you don't have to, you can share your beliefs with people, but they don't have to accept it. And I'm not gonna, that's not my place to force anybody to believe something. From that point, I didn't try to force I mean, I didn't, back then I wasn't even trying to force my beliefs. I was just telling him about my beliefs. It may have came off that way because sometimes people in their head assume things, but, um, yeah. Uh, I don't know. I just feel like people, sometimes, want to be honest, most people assume things that they don't know. Like, if you don't know something, you ask. It's better to ask than assume. Like, because people can read someone the complete wrong way, or somebody can tell someone, like, for example, I've had, like I said, in my past, I've had people tell people things about me wasn't true, and that person was believing that narrative without even freaking confronting me. So I had someone mad at me for no reason at all when they didn't ask me. Supposedly, what the person told them was like, oh, Mariah went behind your back, or Mariah said something about you that wasn't true. I don't know why this was done. I literally don't. To this day, I still don't know why it was done. Do I regret anything? I didn't do anything, so I can't regret anything. Do I care about the two people? Not as much. I don't talk to them, so I don't really care about the situation. But the thing is, I'd rather someone come up to me and confront me rather than tell something. If you want to know something about me, you come ask me. Not just, oh, Mariah, I heard this about you. Oh, yeah, and you heard it from who? Okay, Mariah, and Mariah will be going to that person and talking about why you're talking about my back. That's what will be happening. I don't like, it's what, another reason why I'm not, it's probably why I don't have too many friends that are girls, because I can't stand bullshit like that. I can't stand people going behind my back. That's literally one thing I freaking hate. Someone going behind my back and doing things like that. Which is probably why I'm surprised that I have that's my best friend is a girl. She's never done anything like that, thank God. And if she did, I would not be happy. Um, Not everyone respects others' right to form their own beliefs, which sounds extreme. Well, yeah, people. I guess that's true. I feel like it depends on the environment maybe they grew up in, or maybe how either maybe strict or relaxed parents or or environments that they're raised in were like. Luckily, that didn't happen at school. That would have been a whole damn problem. I remember. I'll never forget this one fight I saw. I think we were seniors. I think I was a senior, or it was a senior or junior in high school. I forgot what happened, but that was funny because this girl was spreading this rumor, and the girl said, "What you say?" And then she got her behind me, which was not my fault. I never understood it because the two girls at first they seemed like they were really good friends. Some kind of falling out happened. I'm not exactly sure, but I was like, "This is like literally happening right in front of my face." Like I shouldn't be promoting the. I wasn't promoting the fight. I was just kind of shocked. This is happening right in front of me. I know the one girl's name was Brandy and the other girl's name was Allison. I don't know what the hell happened, but I know Brandy kicked Allison's ass is what I do remember. The rumor was started, I think Allison started the rumor. I don't remember exactly what the rumor was because it's been decades since this happened, so I don't remember. I just know it was a fight at lunch, and I was like, this is actually happening. And I think I had class with both of them. I don't remember if it was math class or some other class, but it was intense. And I'm thinking, because it was like lunchtime, you're eating, and you're like, what the heck? Because all of a sudden you hear fight, fight, fight. But of course the fight is like right in front of me, so I don't have to get up or. Because typically when people fight, people go around them. I'm not quite sure why, but it's a thing. And like I see what I'm saying. Rumors dangerous. Like if I was one of those people that like beat someone's ass because they started a rumor on me, then I guess people there'd probably be a lot more people in harm than not. Sorry, I don't know if you could hear that. Hopefully my mom wasn't on the you wouldn't hear her audio. I thought I heard her. Um Pretty sure it was her. But do I have any stories? Any good stories that were embarrassing about me? No. Besides the one you said when you were in school, I don't know. Have I had it? We've had, I did have that thing with my former neighbor slash, I'm not sure if he's my friend. We're friends or not. Let's be honest, we're acquaintances because we used to be friends. Yeah, but that was a whole thing. And there was a whole reason, behind that because of course I understand him siding with his sister, but at the same time he is not involved in the situation even though I don't understand. I literally remember the exact like because it was a whole nightmare because me and my sister on one side, um our neighbor who was our friend at the time, and her brother, which was our friend too, and the loser guy who was a stalker boyfriend. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what nobody says. Unless you were in a situation you wouldn't understand. It was the reason why it was weird is because like a few times when me and my sister would come home from school, we lived of course houses down from this girl who was also our friend, and we had a falling out with her because of this jerk butt. I'm gonna call him that. He was a stalker. I don't care what nobody says. He was because to me, pacing up and down in front of someone's house for hours for no freaking reason, just to see if they were home, which is creepy by the freaking way. I don't care. I'm never telling his brother this because it's gonna be weird. He's gonna be like, "What? My brother did what now?" Um, yeah, I'm just not gonna, cause like his brother I liked as a person because his brother is my age. The one the one who was a stalker. His brother is my age. The stalker boyfriend's brother is my age. The guy who I'm talking about is a couple years older than us, I think. Um, and yeah, he was. I don't know if Jessica. I told Jessica that's her name. That's the girl's name. I told her. Me and my sister told her the same exact thing. We said, "Don't pity date him. Don't do it." But she did not listen to us. So it was almost like literally. It's almost like I don't know how to explain it. It's nothing wrong with like liking someone a lot, but okay, we get you liking the person a lot, but you don't have to be like at their beck and call like all the time. It was like I don't know how they broke up. I don't know how, but I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is a nightmare. Like so when we come home, we have to see him just because she's dating him, which I never still got to this day. I still don't get why she did it. I wonder if she regretted that decision. I'm glad she's married now, and so is her brother, but not to him, not to the soccer guy. Thank God. I don't really talk to her as much. I used to. We had lost contact because she stayed here for college. We went. Well, I had talked to her even when I was in college. I would message off and on, but we lost touch and stuff, which is fine. We growing up. It's yeah. Um, I don't know. I don't think I'm not. I would never pity date somebody. That's like literally disgusting. The reason why is because you're kind of. I do wonder if he knew that she was pity dating him. I don't know, but I honestly thought she was too cool for him. But also I guess I'm maybe biased because I didn't like him. I did not like him the moment she said she was gonna date him. I literally didn't like him. It's something about his manners and something about him seemed like I was thinking this guy's gonna be creepy. Was I hoping I was right? No, I was hoping I was wrong. But something about his mannerisms because it's weird because his brother is not at all like him. It's why it's odd to me because if he didn't tell me they were brothers, I swear I would never have guessed because they're not at all the same. And I know siblings are not always the same, but it's like almost in my opinion, it's like night and day. Like personalities. But I guess it's similar to me and my sister. Me and my sister do not. Me and my two sisters, we don't have anything personalities the same at all. So it's just I don't know. I feel like okay in the chat, people, anyone that would pity date someone, please put number one for yes. And if you would not put two, I already know the answer. I wouldn't do this. I'm curious to see what other people say because this I don't know. I just think it's odd, but I'm also Mariah, so. Oh, hi, Jerome. I was talking about you the other day. Hope you're doing good. I would never pity anybody, not ever. It's really disgusting because I've seen it happen and I saw the consequences of what. Yeah, hell no, hell no. Because like no, because the reason why it's terrifying is because that could have literally caused what could cause me, my sister, her and her brother and her sister getting killed because some people don't take well to like you anyway, especially because he seemed very obsessed and that would like freak me out because he knew where we lived because he would watch us go. We would see him and he was scout. He knew we lived 2 houses down from her, so he could have came to our house and murdered us, and then also over there killed her and then came over our house. Like what? No, that's not okay. Like that actually makes me really, really feel weird. You said honestly, you could listen forever. Um, I've never done that. I don't ever plan on doing that, and I'm glad it's never been done to me. And if it was done to me, I would be so pissed. That's what I would be, very pissed. But I guess that's also the experience you figure out in high school, like what kind of relationships you should be in. I don't know if that was his first relationship, maybe why he was so obsessive and crap, which is kind of terrifying when I think about it. Not because of the first relationship, because of the obsessiveness. It's actually really, that's actually, there should be lines where certain things are drawn. I don't know if there might have been lines, but he might have broke the boundaries. For you, it's different. How is it different? The thing is, if she had listened to us, this would never freaking happen. If she had listened to me and my sister, this would have never happened. Never. Because I remember her telling us she was going to do that. And I'm thinking, why the hell would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Because, I don't know, because I don't think I honestly, though, I still think it is there. I still think she was too cool for him to, like, the way I saw her compared to him, and there's something wrong with him. It has to do with she was real chill and like laid back and relaxed, and he seemed very uptight. Which I'm sorry, it was just irritating. Like this is high school. This is not like the rest of our lives, and I just suspect that he even literally. I swear to you, I swear, no one believe. I don't think people believe me that are not that didn't see it. He stayed. I know for a fact that he got held back a freaking year so he could be graduate. Even though he graduated a year before us, he was supposed to graduate 2 years before us. He got held back a freaking year so he could graduate the class before our class. What the hell is that? That to me, that's nah. That's no. I don't care. That's not. That is very odd. I think if he could have been held back 2 years, he probably would have done it, which makes it even weirder if that was the case. Oh nah, man. No. No. That is creepy, man. What the heck? I already told you, it's like, I swear, I'm glad that, I think he must have, I hope it was his obsessive tendencies. Yeah, I know, and we would have been on the darn series, and I wouldn't have wanted to been on the series. That means we would have been on the series. Me and my sister would have been on the series if something had happened to her, which I've been, oh, I would have been so pissed, man. I probably would have done things, and I'd probably be in jail because I know myself. Because I'm the same way I've always been. And I think that's the reason me and my sister took it so harshly when she would come around because she didn't listen to us. And then like I really liked her as a friend. I liked her like real lot as a person. She was cool. I'd never met anyone before her that actually like rode us like knew how to like a female that knew how to skateboard. I had never seen it before, and she was fascinating. She did pretty well, and I'm like, what the? How come you can do that? Like I have no balance to do that. Like, um, I have really good memories of being her friend, even though it was like for a short period of time. Because it was high school. Then we went to different colleges. Her and her brother stayed here at college. Her brother's also a year behind us. So we were in college. He was at the end of high school. It was a whole thing. But I think that well, also, I feel like when you're in the situation, like for example, when you're dating someone, you don't see their red flags most of the time because you're blinded by things. I guess blinded by because of your feelings. Um, but they don't. So you don't see things that most people would see or wouldn't. Sorry, you won't see things that most people would see. And you're like, okay, this is not a red flag, even though it is. But like, unfortunately, in a lot of the true crime shows that I watch, they always say that the family members typically say that they spotted red flags, but the person that was in the relationship didn't spot them, or they did spot them, but they ignored them, which makes it even worse, actually. Because normally that in those ones where they spotted them but they ignored them, that's the one. Those are the ones that end up getting, really badly hurt when they try to leave. Unfortunately, it's actually really sad when I think about it. I watch too much true crime. I know, and I definitely need to take a break, but I can't help it. I think literally the more I try to take a break, the more I watch more true crime. Oh, you said your brother was good at skateboard in his younger days. I wish I could do it though. Oh my gosh, because if I had, um, I feel like if I could skateboard, then I probably could do like ice skating and all the other things because I need to have good balance. Because I know skateboarding is balanced. Like in college, the like this one girl, she was really good on the skate. That's why I was like, dude, I was like, I told her, and I don't really talk to people in public. I was like, dude, I said you're really cool. I think, like I thought she was cool. I just said something, and she was like, thanks. See, I can talk at random, but I don't. I'm not the person to typically initiate some relationship or any kind of conversation unless I actually care to. I can. My sister has witnessed it. I can if I like, for example, when it comes to art, I can initiate like conversation, like because we were at like an art festival thing, like sometime last year, whatever. And I can initiate. She was like, "You're talking pretty good, like for someone that doesn't always engage." And she knows I don't engage. She wasn't saying it in a rude way. I knew exactly what she meant because she knows I'm very shy and very awkward in social situations. I know it's because I'm autistic, but I told her for me, I can initiate conversation with something I actually really like when it comes to art because I really like art, and if I think something is cool, I will say it. Same with books. If I like something or think something is intriguing, I will speak. It's not that it happens often. It can happen, which means I am allowed to talk. I can talk. It just takes more than most people. Um, oh wow, you can ice skate, but you said skateboarding is more difficult. I need to stop watching true crime, but I can't help it. I need to, but I really really can't help it because I like the justice part. I like need like I um. That's probably why I watch like true crime. That's why I got true crime videos. True crime movies. Like I need to know if it's gonna happen. Like especially even the ones that are definitely based off real cases. I have to know if the person's gonna get justice or not. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be watching it, but I'm going. Oh wait, I shouldn't stop watching it. Why not? You're supposed to advise me to. True crime is great, but I feel bad because I really do suspect one day me or my dad's gonna be on one of those things. I swear. I do because I watch it so much. I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, I just feel it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm never on one of those. I also suspect it because I'm very trusting. I'm concerned that because I'm very, very trusting, I'm concerned that one thing I'm scared about is falling for the wrong person and not recognizing the signs because I'm freaking trusting as hell, which is really terrifying. And I think that's why, I definitely think that's why my parents are very, 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 very protective of me because of that. They know how trusting I am. Like I remember, I will give you examples. Like so, for some people that don't know, like my ex, I met him through a game. And my parents, I remember when I told them that I was meeting him in person. They were really terrified. They were like, "Mariah, you can't go. You can't do nothing." I understood their points. I got what they meant because they're like, "Mariah, we don't know this person." Like all this stuff, I completely understood their point. I am also their child, so they were like, "Okay," but in my gut, I knew that he was who he said he was. I don't know why. I just knew it. I mean, I had saw him on video chat, but I just knew he was who he said he was. I didn't I know, of course, in those situations you could get killed. I know it's possible. Because someone could pretend to be someone they weren't, but he was 100% who he was, and I know it's not always the case. Um, but yeah, Doctor was saying, which it could honestly, it could have been 50, it could have been 50, it could have been the other way, but luckily, and trusting my gut, I was like, Mariah, someone is not gonna just. Well, actually, it's happened on true crime shows I've seen. Someone's pretended all the way up to the point, which is actually really terrifying now that I think about it. And also, you see all these catfish cases where someone actually um, what was I gonna say? Oh yes, you've seen a lot of catfishing cases or these dating app shows with true crime attached to it, where the person pretends all the way up to the date and like gets the person alone, and then they show their true colors, which can freaking happen. Oh, that is so sad. You said you met some people that seem nice. Like, oh my gosh. Wait, as in terrible, as in like they would hurt you, kind of terrible, or do you mean terrible as in personality terrible? Um, but I just, yeah, like honestly, I didn't even know what was happening. I read what they said, Nick, but I didn't really know. But did they say something about cooking cats? Is that what it said? Oh no. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you're safe though. Now that you said that, I'm glad you're safe. See what I'm saying? Like I do suspect the two before my most recent ex that they probably would have wished me harm, and I really do suspect before my the one before my ex would have probably the one I told you that caused me to harm myself like multiple times in a day. I think he would have harmed me. I do suspect it. Something about his I don't know, something about the way he was like acting when I get sick. Like actually, when I say sick, not like throw up sick, like sick as in a cold or my acid reflux flare up. Like, what the hell kind of person acts like they're more important than someone being getting better? I've never in my life encountered somebody like that before. Like, what do you mean? I don't. The reason also I didn't like is that he was being emotionally and mentally abusive, plus the part where as if I can't like I'm not allowed to like I have to talk to you every single solitary moment. Oh hell no. And the worst part out of the whole relationship for him, not the ex that's most recent, but the one before him, is that so there was a time where he like went missing and I was like, well, what the like I was freaking out because he's supposed to be in the military and like in the military when they go missing like something had happened. Like but he was like he did this thing as this is why I need to trust my damn gut when I say, Mariah, it's over. We're not getting back with us. And I should have did that the first time after that. The first time it happened, I should have been like, fuck this, done. I should have never gave him a second chance. If the second chance didn't happen, I wouldn't have harmed myself. Um, but he had like was looking for like new people, and he like ghosted me, like making me think, oh my gosh. So like I was thinking, oh my gosh, he got shot or something happened. Like what the hell? Because in the military things happen, like people get hurt. And I was like, he was like, I'm looking for somebody else. I'm like, what the fuck? In my brain, I was like, why? And now that I see like, I look back on it, why the fuck did I give this asshole another chance? I shouldn't have done that, is what I'm thinking now. But in the time, I was like, yeah, Mariah, yeah, he didn't deserve it at all. Like, my most recent ex, he deserved a second chance because, like, we didn't end on bad terms at all. We're still friends also, which is very rare. Most people that I'm exes with, they're not friends. Like, like, the three before him, they're all blocked. I'm not sorry. One was irritating me because he kept trying to get me to do something with crypto, and I said hell no. I said like multiple times, and he kept like no. I said no. Like what the hell? Um, yeah, no. But the thing is, the one thing I learned through all that shit, all that, I learned, Mariah, when we needed the thing that all of those three relationships before my the most recent ex taught me is, Mariah, we're allowed to have boundaries. Boundaries are fine. Like um yeah, I didn't always have boundaries. I realized it's okay to have boundaries. You're allowed to have your time to yourself. Like even right now, like I'm taking a break talking to my ex. It's nothing to do with him. I need because I feel like I'm becoming obsessive again, even though I'm not obsessed with him. I feel like at times thinking, oh my gosh, we're still in a relationship, but we're not. But then because I'm like, because we talk so often, I'm like, my brain is getting confused. I told him I need to give my at least a month. We're talking because I know he's probably not mad. I don't think he's mad. He never gets mad at me for things, but which is insane because I'm used to people getting mad for stupid shit. And um, so like for me, I learned, Mariah, if you need something, you ask for it. It's okay to ask for something. And like he's like literally, I've never met anyone like him in my life. Like someone that doesn't get mad when I ask for stuff. Like and like it's like he always wants the best for me. I've never ever encountered anybody outside of my family that's like that. Like they want the best for me regardless of if it's not what they want. Like I don't know anyone like that. Um You said boundaries are essential. Yeah, I agree. They are essential now. You said everyone wants to believe that they can control what happens to them. I always lock my door. I lock my door all the time. Like that's not a. And I also protect my boundary. I protect myself, especially with the that happened when I was dating my ex, and it wasn't my ex didn't do anything. It was the person with the video chat stuff. So I don't ever talk to strangers online ever because of that. And I mean through video chat, I will never do it ever again. Because that like ruined my whole like my brain. Like it literally broke my brain. I think for a little bit, and it made me question people's motives and stuff. Because like if you can just do that random when I'm trying to think what it says. If you can just violate someone's boundaries because you want something, which that literally tells me everything about you. You just do something because you want it. Tells me who the hell I want to meet you in real life. Hell no. Hell no, I don't. To me, respecting someone's boundary when you don't even know them tells me a lot about you, like about anybody. Like if you respect someone's boundaries before you even meet them, tells me typically you most likely are going to do the same thing when you meet them. But not all, of course, it's not always the case. But I do suspect it. Like for example, I didn't know this person from Adam, and I know that's someone's probably people's name out there. Sorry, anyone that's named Adam, but it made me like Mariah, don't ever like literally don't ever accept any video calls, which I will never do ever again, or make video calls like to people that I do not have any connection to at all. I mean, I'm not talking about like when I say connection, I don't know them. Like literally, I've not talked to them. I've only talked to them for like a few days. No, like with Mason, the guy who I was telling you, this is not the same guy. Two different guys. Mason is the guy that was the one that did the suicide thing with the pills and stuff. He was like, yeah, I was like, Mariah, we don't have to look at anything he sends, but I was like, maybe, what if he sends something important? Like, maybe I should look at it. that was a mistake. I should have never did that. But the thing is, I lived and learned. I know now, not everybody wants the best for you. I've learned mostly a lot of people don't want the best for you. Some do, not many. But you live and learn what through things you learn things. Sorry, through experiences you learn different things. So yeah, I hope my chat didn't break. I hope my chat didn't break. I'm worried it is now. Oh, good, it didn't break. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God, Nick. You told me my chat didn't break. I thought it was broke for a second. I was literally about to check my tablet for a second. Oh goodness. Yeah, it's sad that I was just thinking back in the day, like, did they even do was catfishing an actual thing? Because I know people probably pretended to be things, but I feel like I feel like I don't know. I feel like social media made it a little bit. You're fine. You're good. I know. I just thought because it's because like the last several streams, we mean the last several the Monday streams, sometimes the chat breaks and it's annoying and I don't get why it happens. But I just think that what was I gonna say? I just think boundaries are like I've never catfished anyone and I don't ever plan on doing that because catfishing to me it takes a lot to catfish someone. I'm like what also what's the purpose of doing that? Because it means you must mean ill will towards people. Um, but I don't know. Like honestly, like I remember it was all my stupid friends. Well, my ex friend who I don't talk to anymore. It was her fault. She like people sometimes put things in my brain. I'm like, oh my gosh. But then I was like, nah, he's not a catfish. Which I was right. He wasn't a catfish. Um, and I think she did that because she was trying to freaking manipulate my relationship at the time. Like she's like, Mariah, you gotta make sure he's not a catfish. But I already knew he wasn't a catfish because I already saw him. I made sure based on those other things, other relationships before him. I was like, Mariah, the first thing we gotta do is make sure we see him on video chat. Let's do that because, like, at least I know I'm talking to the actual person that is on my on the screen. Like, it actually matches, and it was the same exact person, and I knew and I also knew that it wasn't a fake person or a video because the person would move and the words would match up with everything they're saying and it actually didn't they didn't like it was a few minutes we were talking about like maybe an hour and a half honestly I feel like the most stressful the first few days were the most awesome. Like the whole relationship was good, but there were points where it was not. But I think that's with any relationship. That's the case. I do think that asking for that at the beginning is like actually really smart because I'm like, at least I know that this is actually a real person, not like a person who just sends pictures like or stuff. And like luckily, I'm glad he's not. He's like me in that regard. Like my ex is kind of like me. Um, I don't think he's an AI either. Like I don't like AI. I literally hate it. And I knew it was an AI based on what I saw. So like, and I doubt like the stuff. Actually, I know that it wasn't AI. I saw like people moving in the background. I saw like the wind and all the stuff. It wasn't like a fake because I don't think you could fake any of that. Like literally, like the movement of the thing. It was like I don't know how to explain it to you. It was a legit thing. And also, I also know that he's not fake because he was talking to my The other way I know he was not fake. He was talking to my friend Raul. Well, I don't know if we're friends now, but at the time we were really good friends. And he was talking to him and like me and all. And how can you fake that? You can't fake that. I doubt you can fake that. If you can, I don't know how the hell you do that for hours. At least an hour and a half, an hour to a half an hour, whatever. Point is, I doubt you can fake it for so long. Because what it would have probably done was repeat and other stuff. But I hate AI. I'm sorry for anyone who that offends, but I really can't stand AI. It's doing too much. And I don't even like people that use AI for art and other stuff. I literally don't like that crap. Like, cause where was the originality? Now we don't have. I feel like the originality and stuff is like fading because of AI, and I'm not interested. Like people that use AI for art and stuff, I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, makes me not want to look at people's art. That's if you do AI, I don't want to look at it. Like, because like what? Where has the creativity gone? You can't actually use your hand to do it because you like literally. That's insulting to me. Um, like art, you think, yeah, it is, in my opinion, it is hurting us more than helping because you see how everything is becoming towards AI. So eventually, a lot of people are going to probably lose their jobs and stuff because AI is going to take place of that, which is really sad when I think about it. Because you already see it starting to happen. Like, I don't know, I don't even, that's like depressing. But, you know what is so, like for me, I'm not, well, I don't know if you noticed this, I'm not a very, like for me, like if someone drew something for me, which my ex has done that, that literally made me happy. Like I'm not one of those people that need a lot of materialistic things. Probably mostly because of how I was raised. But I know there are people that like that stuff. I'm not really that. Like if someone drew me, like literally, it would make me happy. Going to see ballet, we go just do that. Like going to see some art. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Like literally, like those kind of stuff would just make me happy. Um, I don't even like I don't even know how people have favorite flowers because I was like I don't think I have one because I know when me and my ex were dating, like he was like, "What's your favorite flower?" I literally don't have one, at least that I'm aware of. But that might be because I have allergies, so I don't smell flowers like that. I don't be going near them, so maybe that might be why I don't have one. Um, do I think some flowers are pretty? Yes, but I don't really have a favorite one. Uh, I don't know what I am. I'm very I don't know what I'm called. I would call myself a walking enigma because I don't. I'm very um like I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. Oh yes, I don't really fit into most boxes. Is what I will say. What intrigues most people probably won't intrigue me. Like things that are really hyped up. I can't. I don't like. I literally will wait till they're not hyped to listen to it. Like for example, if it's a song that's all hyped up, I'm not gonna literally ignore it until like the hype dies down because I don't like that crap. Like that's not intriguing to me. If a movie I want to see is hyped up, if I like it, that's different. But if I don't, like, I'm not into it like that. There's, I just kind of that's how I kind of go. Like whoever dates me, if me and my ex get back together, so be it. If not, whoever dates me, they either take the whole Mariah or don't take her at all. Cause like for me, I've learned which is a benefit that my ex actually made. Well, he actually is the one that made me allow me to be myself. So I now am fully always myself. Not that I wasn't before, but I was because of the past relationships before him. I was like, Mariah, we can't be ourselves every time we are ourselves. We get this freaking like back slap or back. We get all this backslash from everybody. So I'm like, Mariah, it's not allowed. You're not allowed to. But then I'm like, he was like, Mariah, you're fine. Stop this. Like he doesn't really say stop this, but like um back to saying. Uh Thanks, Nick. I wasn't paying attention. I saw what he said. No, don't put him back to block. Thank you, Nick. Um, you said you don't always trust reviews of movies. For me, I don't. The thing is, like the movie, there's some movies that actually are good. Sorry, Mildred, I wasn't yelling at you. I just saw what you said. I read what he said. I saw it was blocked, and then you unblocked it, but you might not did it on purpose. I'm assuming. Sorry about that. Um, But like the movie Lucy, I didn't know, yo. I didn't know. I was like, and the reason I said no is because like all the scenes that were really hyped up in the trailer weren't even actually that. It made the movie seem like it was gonna be better than it was. Thor was good. Avengers was good. Certain movies are good to me, but then I'm like, okay, Mariah, we gotta test it out. because normally what I do is if I don't like the movie like a few minutes in, then I'm not gonna watch it. Oh, okay, good. I was kind of irritated. No, I was irritated with that person. It wasn't. I wasn't really. I saw that the block and then unblock and then block thing happened, but there are certain movies I like. If I don't like you in the first movie, it's like I can't watch it. Like literally, is how it goes. Like it's kind of how I was when I first was watching How to Get Away with Murder. I'm like, this is gonna be boring. Cause in the first few movies it was boring. I'm not gonna lie. But I was like, Mariah, we need to give it maybe a little bit more of a chance. Hello, I'm okay. Um, it's, like that's how I felt about How to Get Away with Murder. But I watched the whole series because it was like this is boring. I don't like boring. Like I like a lot of mystery. Probably why I like mystery related. It's really why I love murder mystery stuff, suspenseful stuff because I like having to solve it. I know it's weird sounding, but it's true. I like people solving it, and I don't like when it's unsolved. I literally hate unsolved cases because I'm like that means someone didn't get their justice, like a family didn't get their justice. Maybe not. That would be another reason why I like justice being served. Now I think about it. Uh, what was I thinking? Yeah, because I was watching this show called How I Caught My Killer. It's kind of sad though. This one particular episode. There's this other one that pissed me off, but there's a lot of episodes that pissed me off. This one lady had said that this guy had raped her. This is the reason. Listen, why this is. You're gonna figure out why I got mad. Okay, so this guy raped this girl, and so he could have been put away and prevented from doing further crime, but because the police did not believe her, he ended up murdering several people after her. He murdered people before her, but it could have been stopped after her if they had put him away. So they had up to at least 5 people he murdered, and he basically got to get away with it for a while because they didn't take her seriously. They were like, okay, so she's because she's doing taking people places. She's not that serious. It's not that serious about her. Like we don't have to follow up on this mess. Like I'm thinking in my brain, I'm thinking, what the hell? So you basically in my opinion, the New Orleans Police Department should be sued for that mess. You literally let more people get killed, raped and murdered because you decided we're not going to even pursue this mess. She was literally, I think, the only survived out of the people that he killed. She was the only one that survived, and it's because she decided. I think the way she survived, I think she pretended she needed something. He went and got it, and she locked the door. He locked him out of the room. And if she didn't do that, she would be dead just like everyone else. Which is very. I think it was at least there would have been 6. They think he did more than five that they said because there were people missing in um, the same period of time. I think it was like, was it at least? I think it was about 5 years or more. But they had people. It was the same way they died. They were raped, set on fire, and I don't understand why he did it. It was really sad actually. When I watched it, I was like, what the hell is this? And of course, and it made me more upset because he didn't look like he would have done it. But let's be honest, typically the ones you don't think would do it are the ones that do it. It really pissed me off. I was like, God, let me get. See, this is why I can't. This is why I cannot be a police officer. This is literally the reason I cannot be one. Because I know if I had someone sitting against me, across from me that did that, I want to hurt them, and that's exactly why I cannot be a police officer. This is why. Because I know if I was a detective, I would want to hurt that person. I don't care. I don't care if I don't know them. I don't care. You've done something to all these people, and even if you did it to one person, I would want to hurt that person. I really don't care. I don't care. Like, and it's why I probably could not do that job. Actually, hence why I could not do that job. I know myself very well. Because I get mad when people disrespect my sister right in front of me or try to even make an evil face at her. Well, at least in college, I definitely did. I couldn't. This guy got saved. It was his fault. I was about to get up, I swear. But the guy next to me, he was sitting there, so I couldn't move. And I was like, get me. I was thinking, God, you protected that man because I was about to get up. I was. I don't do well with people looking nasty at. I don't do well with people looking nasty at my family or my friends. I really don't do well with it. It's like almost like you're insulting me, and I don't deal with very well with It's a protection thing. I know it's an older sibling thing. I know there are younger siblings that do that for their siblings, but I know it's definitely an older sibling thing. I've always done this. Very protective of my two sisters. Very, very, very protective. Um, and I'm very protective of my parents too. Actually, let's be honest. I'm protective of anyone that is actually that's not even true. I'm protective of anyone that is like that I really care about. Like my ex, I'm very protective of. I'm protective of my best friend, protective of all my family members in here and outside of my family. I mean, outside of my immediate family, my cousins, all of them. I will protect all of them. Like like my best friend I see her as a sister, even though she's not my blood related sister. She'd be like my third sister. Um, yeah, I'm in the U.S., but yeah, I don't do well with like that kind of stuff. Cause I think, actually no, I don't think I know why. I'm like, cause I can't help it. I don't do well with people. I definitely don't do well with people threatening my siblings right in front of me. This is his own fault. He almost got hurt, which was not my fault if it had happened. I wouldn't apologize. I wouldn't care. I think I almost blacked out for a second because I swear I was about to go into Mariah mode, which was not about to be a good thing for that person. Because in my head, I was thinking, what did you just say? I didn't say that to him, but I said, I wish you would try. I did say that, and it was a clear threat back to him because I wish you would try to do that. I said, I wish you would try, and he was not stupid enough to try me, because he was stupid. That's why. I may look small, but I don't play games when it comes to my sibling. I don't care who you're talking. I don't know who. He must have thought because Mariah looks like a sweet person. Oh, that was funny to me. I just think it's hilarious. I was still a teenager then too, and I know why that happened. That was because of that stupid girl down there, the one who we ended up having to call the police on because she stuck her dog on us. But it wasn't her stupid friends. It was like, oh, I'm gonna. She must have told him something. I don't really care what she told him. I wish his behind would have. I would have probably knocked him off his bike. What would happen? Which wasn't my fault because it was a. And I would have said the reason that happened is because he threatened me. If he had called the police, I would have said he threatened my sister. I did what I had to do, and that's exactly what I would have told the police. I wouldn't have felt nothing. I wouldn't. I'm not sorry. I'm not. Wait, my chat's not frozen, is it? Please don't be frozen. Let's see. I don't know if it's frozen. Dang on it. Chat, don't fail me. Oh, thank God. I get nervous, Nick, because when you don't like speak or something in there, I'm like, oh my gosh, is it frozen? Because I don't know, for some reason this channel seems to be has technical issues on Mondays. I don't understand. Like literally none of the other times it has. But then I'm thinking maybe because it's the most active of all the I hope Jason comes back one day because like how kind of like how Jerome came back. Like I was like, I hope he comes back. He's supposed to be my Jiminy Cricket. Where the heck did my Jiminy Cricket go? He's supposed to be like him. But what am I trying to say? My point is, don't threaten me or my family. That's the point. Um, Honestly, like I think I told people in the past. I almost one of my former friends. How do I explain this whole situation? It's like very intense. Well, at least back then it was. It's not anymore because we don't talk. Um, that was his decision. I don't really care. But back how many years? About maybe five. Is it 5? Well, it was a good amount of time. I remember. So me and him had this. I don't know what I would call this. I guess maybe not a no strings attached kind of. How do I explain it? Where it doesn't sound bad, but it is bad in my opinion now that I think about it. Because I never thought because Okay, we had this like no strings attached kind of sexual uh sexual how the hell is it? I guess be sexting. Yeah, I guess sexting, but not like picture sexting, but it's like just messages. And now I think of it, is really bad because he was married, and I was being really selfish. This is back when I was really sick. Before I knew I had acid reflux, I thought I was dying. He seemed to think it was freaking funny. No, I don't mean he thought it was funny I was dying. He thought because he's a weird guy, by the way. I do regret a lot of that now because I realized in that time I was really being selfish. I was being selfish back then because I was thinking I was dying. Because I felt like I was dying because I kept losing weight. I was losing weight. It was very nauseous, but I knew it now. I know it's from my acid reflux being out of control. Yeah, but like I didn't back then. I didn't know he was married at first when we first started. I swear I didn't know. Um, I knew he had a kid, but I didn't know he was married. I hope that he's their whole family's okay. Hopefully I didn't ruin anything. But I know I probably feel like seem like a bad person, sorry. But back to what I was saying. Oh yes. So there was an incident where he liked he liked pissing me off because he thought it was like hot, which I didn't think it was hot, but I was getting pissed. And I know when I'm getting mad because I have physical reactions, not just like a mean face, like when I'm mad, but other things too. So he thought it was a great idea to like involve my sisters in the conversation, and I'm thinking, what the in my brain, I was like, God help me, because I was getting mad. I said to him, I told him first I was telling him to stop doing it, and the more I said stop, the more he would keep going. And I was like, you're very lucky that we don't live in the same place, because I would come there and beat your ass. I really, because that's how mad I was, because he was making me mad. Like I was so pissed. Yeah, I know I was wrong about that situation. Like the reason, also this his fault. He started first. I remember he was the first like dick pic I ever got. Like I know I shouldn't say that, but he was. And I know he's like I was drunk when I sent it. He probably was. Let's be honest. I don't know, but like I remember he was it's not funny, but it's funny. Now I think the funny part I would say, yeah, that was shit that he involved my sisters. That shit pissed me off. I was like, if I lived where you lived, I would have beat your ass so bad. I didn't care. I didn't care because that's how mad I was. I was like, what the because he already knows. He knew that. I think at least I'm pretty sure I told him. I think I tell everybody. I don't involve my family. Like people know that know me know that don't bring my family into the dang thing. Like I don't. I'm not the one to mess with. I know people be thinking, yeah, Mariah looks so sweet. I can be a demon though. I swear, because I almost when my sister and my mom had gotten in when my mom had gotten hit the car got her car got totaled because of a drunk driver. I was about to go and beat someone's ass. I was about to beat that I was about to beat the damn person. I swear I was, because I was so upset first off, because I was like, what the hell is my because first off, well, the first part I saw, I was like, why is my sister over here? She ain't never over here. So what the hell's going on? And like was in full blown panic because she was like, "What?" She said, "We just got hit," and I was like, "What the hell do you mean?" And see, the reason why the person didn't get his ass beat, the drunk driver, hopefully he's in jail still, which I don't bloody damn know. But I'm grateful my sister and my mom didn't die from that. Um, Because I would have, if he had died, they had died, and I had to go to court, I would have went over the damn, I know myself already, because I literally had thought about this whole situation when after it happened. I was gonna go over the damn thing and beat the hell out of that person until they die. I really probably would have done it. Because I almost beat if the police wasn't there and got the guy, I would have, I swear on everything. I probably would have went over and beat the hell out of that man. it wouldn't have been my fault though, because you literally put my sister and my mom in jeopardy. Like the way the car looked, I don't like that. Freaking made me so upset. I don't even think. I couldn't think rationally. I was thinking this is literally this has happened. Like what the hell? Like, in my brain, I was thinking, what? This really fucking just happened. Like my brain was like in shock when I heard what she said, and the part that pissed me off wasn't even just that one of my coworkers was laughing like this shit was funny. The hell is wrong with you? What the fuck? No, that wasn't funny at all. Like it was literally not funny at all. That like we could have like they could have freaking got killed. Yeah, he was. I think he would. They probably would have leave the scene if someone. Did, I'm not sure if my mom called the police, or I'm sorry, my sister or my mom or someone else that saw it called. But that just pissed me off. I'm not. Oh, I remember that day. That was like really. I was like stressed. Like, and then I was like, I should. I knew I shouldn't have went to work next day because I like literally got. I like had a full down meltdown on when I went. Like, because I was so upset about it. And so it almost broke me. But yeah. Oh, back to the story about my former friend. Yeah, that was a mess. But the point is, the reason I brought up the drunk driving story thing was because of I don't play with when it comes to my family. You see that was physical harm there. Hence why I'm no different when it comes to physical or emotional harm. I mean, physical or emotional threat to do harm touch my. I'm just not gonna lie. Like, it wasn't a problem when he was saying stuff to me. I didn't care about that, whatever, because it was not because we weren't crossing the line because there was literally no physical contact with this person. It was just through messages, like, um, but yeah. Uh, so that didn't really. But you said wait. So you said the reason they do that is less crime to flee the area. I don't know. I just thought it was irritating, and why I thought the whole situation with that drunk driver made me irritated. But yeah, emotional harm is really yeah. I guess I had emotional harm because I didn't think about it then. I just was in shock because I was in shock when that happened, and yeah, probably another reason. Well, I know after my grandmother died and all that the stuff with my mom, the thing that happened with my mom and my sister, it probably made my anxiety towards when every time I don't see my family member, like when a time they say, particularly when a time they say they're coming home or when they've left and they're not here for hours, I look at it just start freaking the heck out. What happened? Like all the other stuff, like. I think like the worst. I already had a problem with thinking the worst, but when my grandmother died and all the other trauma that came after that, it caused me to go into overdrive when it comes to my family. Like I literally, I try every time I don't see if I'm awake, I make sure I tell them I love them because I think about like how my grandmother, I didn't know she was gonna die and she died. Like, and the thing with my mom, and my sister, even though I wasn't physically in the car, they were literally coming to get me when that happened. Which means I could have been really badly harmed because where she was hit was the back, and I would normally sit in the back of the car. Um, might be another form of trauma that I thought about it. But yeah. Point I'm making is that choices do matter. I mean, maybe that's the reason why I brought all that up. Choices matter. Like even though I know I definitely don't make the best choices in my life. Didn't make the best choices. I like yeah, like a lot of my choices weren't that good. Particularly when I was being selfish. Back in the COVID times, like pandemic, because that was when my health was really really poor, and it wasn't because of COVID, because of my acid reflux, and I could. And then it was because of my acid reflux that I didn't know about. It had been a problem for a while, but then COVID happened. COVID shut down everything, so I couldn't go get it checked, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. And I was like, Mariah, we don't have to eat. That's probably another reason why I had my eating disorder. On top of that, I thought about it. It wasn't just because I didn't like eating food for college. I think it's also that because I was like, literally every time I ate food, I was like, would feel sick. So I'm like, Mariah, we don't have to eat. And then I think it transpired into other things. I'm like, okay, well, yeah. my point is, Mariah is also not a perfect angel, even though people seem to think that. One of my friends, I don't know why he calls me it. He says like I'm an angel. I don't see that. I'm just Mariah. I don't like being called an angel because that makes me seem like I'm only good. I'm not only good at all. I'm not. I'm just. I don't know. I guess I'm trying. I try to find my way. Well, I let a lot of things define me, not just my regrets. Um, I'm learning it's okay to not let my decisions define me, but I have a lot of things I've not done the best things at more in my adult life than any other part of my uh any other part of my life. Like my teenage years wasn't that. It was okay because I didn't really talk to people. Same with childhood. It was okay. Like outside of my family. Inside probably not as good. What I learned from a lot of decisions I've made, both good and bad things, like my friendship with Posh ended because of this kind of non-strings attached sexual relationship that wasn't it was not it was only online. It didn't go past that, so the physical contact. So it was for him it was emotional cheating. For me it wasn't really emotional nothing because emotional anything because my emotions weren't attached. Even though he said his wasn't, but I don't know because at times he would be like, Mariah, well, can I do this? I'm like, I don't know because like sometimes I would confuse because like certain things didn't it seemed kind of more emotional than he made it seem. I don't really freaking know. There were times like I was just being lost. Let's be honest. Through the pandemic times, like when it was in a rapid like peak stage, whatever, I was being very selfish because I was like, Mariah, we're gonna die, so might as well just like let me explore things I didn't explore before. So let's just do that, which is very selfish because it wasn't even just Posh, it was other people too, and I'm like, why did I do all that? But then I'm like, okay, but then I realized I'm actually a more of a sexual being than I thought, which I didn't know because I guess I suppressed it without realizing. My former friend Ryan, which I don't talk to anymore, like, cause he would never like initiate anything with the friendship. So I was like, forget this bullshit. I'm not doing this anymore. I know I shouldn't have did that, but I don't really care. Cause the only thing we had in common was, well, only thing we would talk about would be him, and I was like thinking, why am I keep talking about you as if I don't have a life here? But um, like, and I've also engaged with wrong people, like people that this one person who I don't really know for real. I think his name was Sean or something. He was like, "You should be my best friend." And I said to him, I said, "We already have a best friend. I'm not adding more than one best friend." He got mad because I said that, which is not wrong for me because I'm not lying. I literally said, "You're not my best friend." It's the truth. If I said he was my best friend and he wasn't, then that'd be lying, and I'm not wrong for what I just said. He wasn't my best friend. I don't know you. Um, and of course, I think he was autistic. Like that's not the point, but I wasn't lying to him. I'm not gonna lie to someone just because you're like me. That's not right. There was Mason. He was a bad idea. This is why I need to not give this. Literally, he's one of the reasons why I shouldn't give second chances. Um, Bad idea. What else? Ryan, no, I've given him more than two chances. He's not a bad guy. Just I don't, just not dealing with that. Like Jackie, I gave her. No, I didn't give her a second chance. She didn't deserve one after the crap she tried to get me in trouble. I don't for nothing that she didn't even. Well, trying to. Sorry, that's not even true. She tried to insinuate something that was not even a true statement. Like, cause before her and Chris dated, like me, it was weird. Okay, me, his ex-wife, not his first ex-wife, and him were like in this nine. I don't even ask my. It's all Ryan's fault, by the way. The way me and Chris got involved with each other, even though we were friends first. Well, I don't even know. Were we friends first? We were in this weird. I don't even know what this would be considered. It's a like a non-strings attached relationship that's only um it was only online through this game we played. But his wife, it was so weird because I didn't know that this at the time. His ex-wife, but they were also married at the time we were playing the game. They weren't divorced. Uh, no, they were talking. They were both like he was messaging me, but his wife was right there, so his wife knew what was happening, and I think they might have been swingers. I don't know for a fact. I think they might have been because, and the reason I think this is because he like I think I told the story right. He like had invited me like to come like to Michigan, and like and I was like, nah, no, no, okay. I mean, Chris is an attractive guy. I don't have. That's not it. His wife is actually pretty. Both of his wives are. Well, he had gotten divorced and he got remarried. He got married to someone else, but that wasn't the point. The point I'm making, and then I remember when he was with his current wife. I don't know if they're still married, but at the time they were. She had found out that like me and him had like a past, and because I didn't want to, that's why I'm LJ. I wasn't sexually, I was still a virgin then, but and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, this is because it was getting intense, like it was intense though, I swear, like he wanted to like they wanted to have like a threesome. Wasn't ready for that. Honestly, I don't think I'm still not ready for that, but with anybody. But what was I gonna say? He's really weird because like we me and Chris got each other like on an emotional level. It's like weird. I don't explain it to you. I think it's kind of like because we're very similar in the regards of the way we handle things. We're actually very similar, which is probably why when he would do some of the stuff he would do, it would. Well, at least I'm honest. I think because I think that's probably why I viewed him more like as my pseudo like older brother. So when I lost that relationship, which devastated me, um, it really did upset me really bad. Like I thought I really grieved it really hard. Like when because it was like about it was several years after my well not several, it was about 5 years after my grandma passed, or maybe actually not even five. It wouldn't have been five. Hold on. It was about when did I stop talking to him? It was 2022, so about 5 years after my grandma's passed. But that's not the point. I'm talking about where he's like stopped communication. We had like this one's intense like friendship. Like he was like he'll always be there, and I'm like I wish, but I don't. I hope that he's okay. I don't wish any harm for him. Like that friendship like literally wrecked me, man. Like I was like literally I told my ex, I said this is also when we were dating. I was like I need to go to Michigan and go find Chris to make sure he's alive. I swear I still think about it sometimes, like because he was not in a good place when we was like he was in a weirdish place when we stopped talking. So I was like um so I was very concerned. Which is why I wanted to go find to make sure he was okay. But unfortunately, I did not know where he lived in Michigan, so that would not be as helpful. And everyone was like, "Mariah, you should just forget about it." Like I tried reaching out to I reached out to one of my friends who stayed in contact with his ex. I'm like, I was trying to tell her to tell her to tell me what the address is so we can find. I don't think she ever did because let's be honest, the friend that I told to tell the other friend, Jackie is the friend that I don't talk to anymore. So Meg is the friend I still talk to. I I don't know if I would have been okay if you told me if I knew he was okay. I don't know if he's okay. I literally have no idea. I unfortunately when I care about when people are my friends, even if I don't know them physically in person, because we had a friendship for a long good amount of time. It was a few years for me and Chris and how deep our friendship was. I was there through some of the hardest freaking times. So it was another reason why our friendship was so deep. Um, I was there for some of the hardest things. Some of the stuff he told me, like, oh my gosh, and I was there for his wife. his most recent wife. I was there when stuff was going down. I was thinking, oh my gosh, I like in my brain, I was thinking, I wish I lived over there so I could be there like physically, but I didn't. We don't live in the same state. Like I would when I of course like someone going through some trauma or mental issues, I would love to be there because I don't want them feeling like they're alone. Because like I just remember some of the stuff that we both went through. I mean, I didn't go through nothing as deep as him, but I've been through some stuff, um, which he knew, which is why when he did the thing with this with the suicide attempt thing, that's why that hurt me a lot because he knew my past. I told him it, like the suicide stuff. He knew because he's seen it. Like he not physically, but he knew because I told him. So when he did the thing with the suicide attempt and stuff, like and kind of like when he didn't try, he manipulated me, which I still didn't because he manipulated me. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this right now because it would cause my own mental health to be at risk, which it was in the case because I was already in a mental health break right there. I was in a place where it was not my mental health wasn't as strong as it is now. So it was like, okay, Mariah, I need distance. So at the time, because we and Jackie were still friends, I was like, I need to not talk to Chris, and Chris was her boyfriend at the time. I was like, so Mariah, I said, Jackie, I'm taking a break from Chris, so you can let her know whatever. I'm telling you right now, I'm taking a break from him. I'm not talking to him. If he contacts you and tells me Mariah's not talking to me, you can tell him Mariah's talking to you because I need a break right now. Like, whatever. So, like for me, I've learned because I have mental issues. It's okay to just take myself away from the equation to be able to regroup and get my mind back to the way it needs to be in a healthy state. And if it takes a while, it's fine. Like, um, I mean, I don't owe anybody a certain like the time to talk to them. I don't owe that to them. But for me, I've learned it's okay to take time. Yeah, but because I knew because my mental health was not in a state where because I've never had before Chris I'd never had anyone use suicide to manipulate me ever before that. I've never had that. And I hope no one on this chat or whatever or that even sees this. I hope none of you ever experienced that because I experienced it from him and someone else. I hope none of you ever experienced it. It's not pleasing. It's like actually really tormenting because I literally had almost a breakdown for both of them, for both him and Mason when they both did that to me. Actually, I had a mental breakdown a little bit for when Mason did it to me. When Chris did it to me, I was like, I was actually about to attempt to harm myself because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, he's putting this on me. Like if he does something to himself, it's my fault, which made me think, oh my gosh, then I got to get out of here. So it won't be my fault, which is not fair to the person who you're putting the mental strain, or you already know they have poor mental health issues on. Oh, hi, Raul. Hey guys, this is Raul. This is who I was actually I was talking about him a little bit earlier. But what was I saying? My point is you should never use suicide to manipulate other people because that is wrong. Um, what was I gonna say? I don't know when I was talking and I'm like, yeah, that's really dangerous. Like for me personally, myself, I don't think it's not a safe, especially when you know someone's mental health is mess. Don't make a mockery of someone's mental health, or don't. One thing I never did with Chris and or Mason, I never thought their attempts or them telling me things wasn't a serious thing because when Chris told me what he said, when he told me what he was planning to do, I was like, oh my gosh. In my brain, I was thinking, oh, I could literally see it in my head, which actually made me. That's why I got scared. That's why I wanted to attempt what I wanted to because I was like, I could literally see what he said happening. I could see him like sitting there with the weapon. I could see it and like literally in my head, and that's what I don't like. Like even with Mason, when he had the picture of the him with the pills, I could see it actually in my head, and that's actually what scared me. Um, and that's why I do also think that well, of course, I know for being dealing with mental health issues since the age of 14, which is 19 years ago, which is insane. That it's not a joke. I've literally mental health issues, suicide attempts, suicide ADH, and all of those issues. Even though people are like Mariah, probably like, what the hell do you got? They're probably thinking, what do you have to have these issues? Like, what do you actually have to deal with? But people don't know what goes inside people. No one knows what happens inside of people's head. I even like for Chris, I couldn't help him at the time because my mental health was struggling. I probably if I wasn't in a mental health issue, I probably would have helped him. But for Mason, at that time, I literally was like, I was telling him to call the suicide hotline because like I can't physically make him not do whatever he's gonna say he's gonna do. I can't stop him. Same with Chris, I wouldn't have been able to stop him. I'm not there. And even if I did try to stop him, I can't. There's nothing I can't wrestle. I would never try to wrestle with the weapon. Like that is not safe at all. It would have been my I would Nick, I know you said that, but it still would I probably would that would actually probably made me harm myself because I would have thought it was my fault. Even if you tell me it's not, I would have because I personally for each because I know what it's like to be in their places, maybe not the exact method they're using, but I know exactly what that's like, that state. So I would have taken it on them as my fault and it probably would have harmed myself because some people, I'm serious, it happens. Sometimes people find out the person died or killed themselves and then they take it on themselves and they harm themselves. I probably would have been one of those people. I'm not gonna lie. I would have probably harmed myself if I had known that. I hope he's still. I hope like Chris comes in here randomly at one time or message me randomly. I really just want to know he's okay. I know it sounds really stupid for most people. Like why don't you just give up? I just want to know if he's okay. Literally, I told him. I said, this was years ago though. I had messaged him. I said, this is how you can find me. If I'm still not on here anymore, you can find me this place. So hopefully he found it, or maybe you know what I kind of hope. Even though I don't want to talk to Jackie, I hope that he contacts Jackie and Jackie gets in contact with Meg, and then I find out. So then she can give him like the way to get in contact with me on Facebook. Like I don't even care. I just want to know if he's alive. I know it sounds stupid for most people. Because like, why are you want to know someone's alive when? Because I really just want to know he's alive. Like, because that literally tormented me. I don't want him to be I don't want him to be dead. I don't. I don't want that for anybody. Even though sometimes people say people deserve it, I don't think anyone deserves that. Yeah. I don't know. When I smell, I get happy because I like actually like my smell when I look at it here. Sometimes I don't like it. I know it's weird. At least I don't look tired because I was feeling real tired earlier. I don't know. When people say I'm an amazing person, I don't know if I believe them. I'm not saying that I don't. I don't really because I don't view myself very highly. I guess favorite, but that's because I've always viewed myself like not like that. Even as a child. So when people say kind things, I don't really take them always as face value. Like I tell people kind things, but like, it's kind of ironic because I tell my parents like and my family. Well, I tell my mom and my dad for sure very kind things about themselves and they don't take it, but I guess I'm very similar to them in that regard. I don't really take compliments always as at face value because people say crap and then they don't actually mean it. So I'm like, okay, are you just saying it to get a rise? Or oh, I'm so glad. You made me smile. I'm glad that you feel better. That's great. Wait, does that mean my actually I don't know what that means. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I was gonna say something, but that makes no sense for now. Um, thinking. Uh, oh, that's so good. Maybe that's what I should follow my own advice. Or someone told me that. Someone also told me it, but I also should find my own advice. Being kind to myself. I'm not very kind to myself, honestly. I'm very mean to myself, which probably comes out on my family a lot of the time. Which is sad when I think about it. Do you guys think it's weird? Even though I know some people are gonna probably say yeah, some people are gonna say no. Do people, because people say you shouldn't be friends with your ex, but I don't really, can people tell me why you're not supposed to be friends with your ex? I don't get it. And my ex, the one that I'm no longer with, he's actually my first love. The other one's ugh. So maybe that's why. But I don't care. I'm still gonna be friends with him, even if even if we never get back together and I get with someone else. I'm telling the person, whoever I date, if it's not my ex, I'm telling them I'm gonna be my friends with my ex. And if you're wrong with it, you don't have to date me. I swear, I'm not playing because he's a really good guy, and he's really a really good guy, and good. He made me understand it's okay to be fully 100% Mariah and not be ashamed of it. And no one has ever, outside of my family, has ever made me feel like that I can be fully myself ever in my life. And I'm not gonna, I won't trade him for anything. But that's just a, I know that's just Mariah thought. It's probably like stupid, but I don't care. Wait, why is that a tough one, Nick? Tell me why that's a tough one. Um, I'm trying to think about something. Question. Also, another question. Do you think it? Well, if it does, well, if it's a problem for someone, then I won't date anyone because I'm not gonna stop being friends with my. The thing I would literally hate is when you're dating someone and they tell you you can't be friends with somebody. That's not. I've never done that. And I'm never going to do that to someone. Like if I'm dating someone else and they want to be friends with their ex, that's their choice. Like especially if they don't have feelings for that person anymore. Like like that's not fair to me. Like because I think that you should be able to be friends with someone and not actually like cross the line. Personally, I think you should be able to do that. And to me, if you can't, then you shouldn't. In my opinion, if you can't do that, then you shouldn't be in a relationship with someone else. If you can't be friends with a person and you're dating someone else and you can't not cross that line, like what the heck? Like I don't get it. Like for me, personally, like I'm sure like my I know that like I know for a fact for myself and I know for my ex like he's been hitting with other people but then crossed the line. I've been hitting with other people and then crossed the line like so there should be in my opinion there should be a part where you're like okay I know my boundaries. Don't cross these boundaries. If you know, if you hear, even if you're friends with your ex, and if you're attracted to them, you just know don't put yourself in situations where you're alone with that person. That's I feel like that should be but that should be one of the boundaries right there. But if you feel like there are some exes people can't be friends with, I understand why. I get it. But I'm not. I'm just gonna tell you right now. If I date someone new, I'm still being friends with my ex, and that's not it. That's a non-negotiable. And if the person I'm dating who's new in my life says, "Oh, you can't be friends with the ex," okay, bye bye. That's literally I'll literally say that. I'm not playing. I'm dead serious because I'm I don't think I tell my ex I said I don't think I could date anyone else like ever. I don't think I can because I literally when I try like even liking other people I feel weird because I always compare them to I feel weird because I always compare them to my ex. It's not my fault. It's his fault though. It's my ex's fault because he was a really good guy. I can't really not compare them to him. And I don't tell them I could bear them to him, but I just go to just do it, and it kind of just happens. I see qualities of my ex in that person. Like it's not my fault. I can't help it. I don't know what that means. I just know that I can't help it though. It's not like I try to. But then I guess maybe they have the qualities that my ex has. That might be why I see the qualities of my ex in that person. I'm 33. But yeah, I don't know. A probably is not a normal reaction. People are like, "What?" You said, hold on. Would be disqualifying. Yeah. Um. What do I want to say? Oh, you said it would be like disqualifying. Hold on. Telling me. Yeah, I do feel, that's why I said, I don't like being, also for me, when someone tells me what to do, even if I'm in a relationship with them, it reminds me of one of my ex before, my most recent ex, because like it's controlling. I don't like being controlled. I don't like controlling crap people. Um, that's probably the reason I didn't, like, I know people are like, this is weird. I never got jealous of like my ex telling me that this person like, well, because we were long distance, so like I never got jealous when he said like, so this person's one of the customers said that asked if he was like single and stuff. I know he didn't lie. He said he was with someone. He said he was with me, but I didn't feel jealous because I knew that he didn't seem like the person that would do anything like that. Like he wouldn't betray me in that way. I would never do that to somebody because I would just think like, what if someone did that to me? I would feel so hurt. Like, so, but I'm also Mariah, so I don't think of things most way. You said, they should understand that your friendship with that's a great point. It predates them, and also see how. Well, why would it make them feel insecure? Wait, why though? Is it because wait? Is mine? Mine must probably be different because like my ex is my first love, so for me, like I feel like that would make it different. But I can't help it though. It's not like I feel like that'd be wrong for me. Just like I can't. I just can't see myself cutting him off. I can't see it. Like I know people are like Mariah. Well, you're being bad. That's not really being bad. Just being honest. I can't see myself like cutting him like off like for no for. I don't. Nah, probably. I don't know. I don't. Like, I literally don't think I'll ever be over my ex, even if I date someone new. I don't think it'll happen because I don't see it. Like I can't. Like I literally, when I think about it, I don't know if I can. I don't know. I told him. I told my ex. I said I don't know how. I don't know how to. I don't know how to not like care about you a lot. I don't know how. Like, and when I say like I still have there's still feelings there, and I don't know if they'll ever dissipate because when I care about someone, I care about them all the way. I don't half care about them. I don't a little bit to care about them. I care about them all the way. I can't like for me, it's a 0 or 100. It's not a half in between. It's not 25%. It's like 100. It's either all or none. And I don't know how to for being me, being Mariah, I don't know about any other autistic, but I know for me being myself, I don't know how to um I don't know how to completely when I do completely shut someone off, that's completely different. But for my ex because he's not ever done anything to make me feel like he's literally out of all the things like out of everyone in my whole life, he's never made me feel like he's never made me feel less than. He's always like Mariah, do what's best for you. Like I've never in my whole life had someone that's like that. Like so I don't know. And I've literally never had anyone that's not embarrassed for me to be myself. I've literally never had that either. So I don't know how anyone could top that. I literally don't know how. And I don't know. I don't know how to really separate. Like I literally can't see myself dating anyone. I literally can't. Like in my brain, I think, I don't think I'll ever date someone else. I'm not saying it will never happen. I don't think, like I said, I don't think I will. I just can't see it. Like I can't. I know you're probably like, huh? You said, yeah, I can see how that can be. You said, yeah, I can totally. No, I can understand how it can make someone feel insecure, but I don't really know how do people like I don't know how people shut their feelings off for someone else. Like my other two exes, like well, three exes, I would consider three exes before my ex. I shut them off, I blocked them. But also for them, they caused a lot of emotional trauma. I do wonder if my most recent ex my first love. I wonder if he caused me that, would I have been able to block him and just move on? But also, I do know when we were in a relationship, me and my ex were in a relationship, I said, this is the question I posed, because I've never asked anyone else, like literally, and not even my other exes. I never asked them. I said, if we like break up, can we stay friends? I asked him like when we were still dating. I said, do you think that he said like if that's what do you want? Like it's not that he's not that he didn't want it, but I'm asking. I was asking because I something in me thought like if we ever break up, because I knew eventually probably would happen eventually. Um, and of course, like, and also we didn't end on, maybe because we did not end on bad terms. So I think because of that reason too, hello, because of that reason too, that it didn't. I think that's another reason I can't cut him off. I can't. I know people are like, I can't. I just need. I don't know. I just people are like, what the hell, Mariah? You need to get out of this situation. But I don't want to. I I am so sorry for that. I think it was a motorcycle or something that went past our house. That or a very loud car. Mm, yeah, I don't know. I can't. I don't like I think because I grew really attached to my ex a lot. Like he was there through the reason I think another reason why is because I don't have a book that would change a life. Anyone else have a book that would recommend a book that could change your life? Can you recommend it to George? Because I don't have one. Uh, um, no, thank you. I don't want to read that. Um, oh, you said I sorry. I read that wrong. He meant he wanted to recommend a book for me. I didn't even notice that. My bad. I read the whole thing wrong. Dyslexia in its fullest. I don't know. How do people? But I can't. I don't want to. I can't. Just like I don't know. I know people are like, why the hell don't you just break the whole situation off? But I don't want to. I don't because I like him in my life. I can't. I didn't even realize that. Sorry, I didn't realize George was. I thought he said some. I thought he was talking. Actually, me to recommend him a book. My bad. See. I inversed the two words. You and I switched the places. Oops. I guess at least I can laugh at it, but I don't know. I know you give him a Nick. You don't tell me you gave him a chance. I saw. I give everyone a chance, even though I do try. I don't know. I don't want to let it. I can't. Just like I feel like it's if I let that go, I feel like it's like detaching my heart from my body. I know it sounds so terrible, but that is what it feels like. Like I know when I broke up with him, even though I did it, it literally destroyed me almost. Like I was like devastated. I've never been like literally even with my other exes, I was upset, but not to the point that I was with him. Um like when I broke up with him, I like literally I think it felt like my heart was being torn out of my body, not physically, but you know what I mean. I felt like my heart was broken, and like I've never felt that feeling before. That's how I knew that for him it was yeah. You said there's nothing wrong with being friendly with people, even if you do have history with them and don't anymore. Well, Well, for you guys, for you, Mildred and Nick, are you friends with any of your exes, or you just cut them off completely? I'm curious. You don't have to tell me. I'm just curious. I know for each person it's different. Like, but I think also it has to do with some of the past. Like for me, it had to do with my past. Friends with all your exes. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah, because for me, I couldn't be friends with all my exes only because the ones before my most recent ex caused me a lot of trauma, so I couldn't be friends with them. I tried to for one of them, but yeah, no. Um, all my friends are friends with their exes unless they see. That's what it was. It was like it wasn't really a falling out. It was. I don't. I just think for one, particularly the one before. Um, my most recent ex because he caused me emotional and mental trauma, and he was the one that caused me to harm myself. I was like, nah, I'm not staying in contact with that because it literally even thinking about it now sometimes makes me go back in that state. Hello, but yeah, I gotta figure out when I want to put up the poll for when we get to 1500. Should I put it up at 1480 or before that? Because you guys gotta vote on it, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to do I want to do a write-in for one and then an actual topic for the other or not? Because I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for that. I don't know yet. Yeah, well, that's why it's really why I can stay friends with my the most recent ex because we didn't have a falling out at all. We literally didn't have one. Uh, there was things outside of our control that caused the breakup. So, at least there was things for me personally that I was dealing with for myself and some other stuff, but it wasn't his fault. And I think that's why we're like that's why I think we can be friends still, like because of that reason. Right? You said relationships do whatever. Oh. Hmm? I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know. I don't know where we're at. Like, oh, you said once you've reached where you can say you have. Wait, sorry. What do you have with your exes? No, it's not just a friendship. Like, for him, it's not for me, and I don't think it's for him either. So that's why it's weird. It's like for us. Well, for our friendship, it's like weird because like, it's weird. Our relationship was really good. There's not really ever badness in it, but for me and my ex, we flirt sometimes. I can tell we can both tell there's still feelings there. So I don't know if those feelings will ever dissipate. But the thing is, we're both single. So it's not like for Nick, for us, me and him, we're both single. So it's not like we're dating anyone else. So that is fine right now because we're not dating anyone else. So it's okay for me, in my opinion, because I'm not cheating on anyone, nor is he. So I don't feel bad about that. Now, if I do, one thing I did say to him, I said, if he gets in a relationship, and he needs me to back off, I will. Even though it will be hard for me, I will do it because out of respect for him and his relationship, I would do it. Um, but that is something I told uh, yeah, I totally would, but I doubt that I'm gonna get in a relationship anytime soon. Like, I feel okay being, well, at least with anybody new, at least. I feel okay being by myself for now. Because emotionally and mentally, physically, really feels mainly physically is another reason why I know I should have physically with my eating disorder. I need to get it under control, and my thoughts in lining with my eating disorder is not always good thoughts. So I don't want to bring anyone into that situation where my mental issues stemming with my eating disorder is not in check. Because I don't think it's fair for the person that is attached to me or has feelings or whatever to have to be in a state where they have to be like worried about me constantly. That's the one thing I don't want. Like, even though me and my ex are not together, we both still worry about each other. We make sure we want the best for each other. Like, when it came to my safety and stuff, he still worries, which means tells me that he still has feelings there because typically people, even if you're friends with somebody, my best friend is friends with me, and I'm sure she worries about me, but not to the point where I think I do suspect. I don't really know how to get. I told you I don't know how do you get over someone that is like your first love. I don't know how to do that. I really don't. I don't know if I want to because I feel like if that dissipates, then I'm gonna be like sad. I don't want that feeling to be make me sad. Um, and I'm scared it will be. Um, yeah, I don't think many people. Let's be honest. I don't think many people can handle. I don't think many people could date me. I don't. And I'm because I'm very. And the reason why I say that is because not just because. Well, also people that date me have to accept me fully first off, with my disabilities and all, and understand they're part of me and they will never disappear. Which is probably why another reason why I think that's another reason why I feel attached to him the way I do because he accepts every single area of me, and I never had someone that's done that. Like accepts my disabilities and like all of the other stuff. Like sometimes my impulses will take over. Like, definitely sometimes I see more of the ADHD than the autistic side, and then vice versa, the autistic side, and someone accepting it and not feeling like making me shrink back and making me, because I always say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm being a lot, and he's like, Mariah, you're fine, and I'm like, what do you mean you're fine? Because like most people get annoyed when I'm like this, like I'm all over the place, like I've never, even in friendships, I've had people like get annoyed like with my behaviors and mannerisms and the way I act and like why am I doing this and why am I behaving this way and what's happening and like all of that. They expect it to be um they don't get it. It's like and so when someone is completely opposite of what I expect, I'm like, what the heck is this? Like, why is this like that? Kind of thing. So I'm like, okay, like I don't expect. Let's be honest, I don't expect a lot of things. Like even as a teenager, the people I did like back when I was a teenager were not the right people to like. Now I realize that as an adult, but back then I didn't think about that. But I'm thinking, I'm glad none of that stuff worked out because I don't think they would have been able to handle um, who I am. Like honestly, I think a lot of them would have probably ridiculed me in behind my back without me knowing, and a lot of things because I didn't fully understand myself in the same way I understand myself now. So that um, yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. It's that's probably another reason. That's another reason why I feel so very attached to him because I've never had. There's not many people that get me like fully. Like people either they try to shut me, silence the way I am, to say Mariah, that's not right, don't act like that, or Mariah, yeah, you're doing a lot today, or Mariah, you need to stop acting like that, Mariah, you're acting childish, Mariah. Like I don't really know. So when somebody is being fully themselves around me and I'm being fully myself around them and it's not bothering them, it's like kind of a shock a little bit because um most of the time it's not like that. Let's be honest, it's probably more like 75%, maybe even more than that, maybe even 80+%. Mariah, you need to behave a certain way. The other side, like 20 something percent, like, okay, Mariah, it's fine, act this way. And that's what I want. I want the person, whoever I like, ever, whoever it is, I spend the rest of my life with for the whole entire of my life. Because I don't want to be married more than once. Hello. I hope that person accepts me fully how I am, not like a piece of me, and then expecting, okay, Mariah, you have to shut that off and like be this way, and like, that's exactly why I can't. That's the reason why. What you just said, Nick, is the reason why I don't want. Oh, sorry guys, I just saw that reconnected. What I was saying is that what you just said, Nick, is the reason why I don't want to let him go because I don't think I'll ever see anyone like that in my life ever and I don't want to lose that. And I know it sounds selfish, but no, and I'm not getting one. Back to the saying. I just think that I think it's cool though that wait, you mean I should say but I shouldn't say well, most people don't get me. They try to get me and then they misunderstand me. So like it's weird to have someone that understands me and doesn't actually expect like they don't expect me to act a certain way. But I think also for him because he doesn't conform, which makes it even better. He doesn't really conform to the way the society is, which makes it even literally a little bit better. That I can feel like it's okay, Mariah, it's fine. Like you're allowed to do what is the best for you. And like literally, I remember when I told him about like the stuff that was happening on the stream with the people trying to like people harassing me and people saying they were watching me and people saying they were called cops. He was like, "Oh my gosh, Marab." He was like, "Marab, just I just want to make sure you're safe." Like that. Literally, That is what I. That is why. Like that tells me right there. I don't even have to like. That's beyond to me. That goes beyond friendship. That's more like I don't even know what the heck I'd call that. That is like a deep caring. It's more than friendship because friends care, but like I do suspect, like I do think if he like lived like closer to me, he'd be like, "Rah," he probably would have came over here and make sure I'm okay. I could see it. Oh, you said none of your ex have interest in you except for being friends, which is a good, yeah, good. That is a good thing. Like, I don't really know how to turn my. I know people's like, Mariah, you should turn your feelings off. If I turn my feelings off, then I won't have any feelings for anybody, like at all, and that would not be good. I have turned my feelings off for certain people because they don't deserve my feelings. I'm just saying. Um, like, I, and I think even though I turn them off when I feel like my feelings are not being heard or they're being invalidated. I will turn them off. For people that don't respect me, I will turn them off. Like, I know you shouldn't say that, but I will. Um, which means, like, for example, like the one person I blocked, one of the people I blocked on Facebook, I like was over the whole situation, so they got blocked, which means I kind of turn my feelings off. Because I typically, when I block people, it means my feelings are like, I'm tired, my brain is tired of it, so my feelings are kind of shut or skewed in a way. Um, like I don't. One thing I don't like is when people. Also, I feel like some people see me as a sex object, which is very disgusting. And there are people. I've also had people online assuming, oh, Mariah, because Mariah's talking to me, I have to. She has to be interested in me. Who the hell said that? Like I literally I've had it happen way too often in the past. Because I'm talking to someone, I have to be interested. I don't have to be interested in bullshit. So I have to be. I don't have to be interested in anything. Like I'm just talking to you because I want to. You said you wish you could see the world as emotionally. I don't. I thought you can. You think that, but it's very stressful. Um. See, I would text my ex if I was talking to him right now, but I told myself I'm giving myself. I'm gonna talk to him back starting in May again because I told myself I'm giving myself a month to not talk to him because I'm becoming too obsessed. And I know when I'm becoming obsessed, I can feel it in my body. It's because like I had this rule. We made this rule after we broke up. I said we need to make a rule of how often we text, and I broke. You're fine. I broke my rule myself. Like I broke it because I couldn't. It's like I told you. Like for our whole relationship, me and my ex, it was very intense. So we like talked a lot. So when we broke up, it was hard for me to like understand the balance. Even though I eventually got to a point where I was like, Mariah, I started to well more recently. I've started taking breaks from talking to him because I was like, Mariah, your brain is going to a spot where is becoming obsessed again, even though I'm not obsessed with him as in I'm gonna harm him or stalk him or anything like that. It's just my brain is getting it's getting clouded between I even told him this. I said that I'm gonna take a break from you because I'm getting clouded between the friendship line and the like non-friend line because we talk so often my brain's like getting confused because and it's not we don't talk about like it's weird because like I have moments where I go back in my past, like of our relationship and stuff. I can because I have moments in that time where I go back in the past and I can see. See what I'm saying? It's blurring it, so I have to. What I think it's important for me to like take moments because I'm like I gotta remember, even though we're friends, we're not together. So like even though I know me and him blur the lines sometimes, we do. It's true. And it's nothing wrong with blurring it because we're not dating anyone else, but it does happen. And also I think because of how intense our relationship was, it's hard to not blur them. And I know I blur them more often than he does, which is kind of totally my fault. But I don't intend to. It's just because I like talking to him. He's literally still one of my favorite people to talk to. My best friend used to be my favorite person to talk to, but I don't talk to her as much. So it shifted from her to him. So I think because I shifted it, it shifted from I think honestly, I think it did shift. It shifted. I'm pretty sure it shifted from her because I didn't talk to her as much, and I started talking to him way, way more. So I was like, because of that, I've gotten confused on how Mariah we have to not blow the lines. We're still friends, but we are not together, but we're still friends. And I don't talk to him. If I need to stop, I was like, Mariah, we gotta stop because my brain's getting confused. Like we're not in a relationship, but I feel like we are, but we're not one. And then so because of that, I'm like, Mariah, we gotta take some time to ourselves. And I appreciate him because most people, even if they're your friends and your ex, they're probably like, what the hell, Mariah, what's this? But he's like not, even though this whole time, like, I guess, well, actually since last week, because I started it last week. I said, I'm not gonna text you for like a whole month. I know he said he didn't respond to my message, but I knew he read it, which is fine. I said I'm not gonna text you for like a whole month because I need to remind myself that we're not in a relationship, even though I know it feels like we are at times. It does. I'm not gonna lie, because of the intense way we talk. And so, uh, well, like I said, so I needed time. Like I can't, because I blur it often, and I can't help it. It's not my fault. It's because he makes me happy, so I can't. When someone makes me happy to the extent he has made me happy, I don't know how to not blur the line. And I know I shouldn't say that, but I don't. Like for him, I like all of the relationships I've ever had. Like I don't care if I'm not trying to be mad. I don't really care if the other exes I ever talked to in 15,000 years. I need me and his relationship friendship to stay like right there. I don't care. That sounds weird. I won't. I will tell whoever I date, even if it's for a few months or whatever. I don't care. I'm not. This is gonna be a dead. That's gonna be a dead give what's it called, deal breaker. If you tell me I can't become my ex, you can just leave right now. That's literally will be the first line. I'm not playing because like telling me what I can and can't do is a deal breaker. First off, you can say you wouldn't like me to be. That's fine. You can say you don't like me to be, but you can't tell me I can't be because to me that's telling me like it's like telling me I'm not allowed to. Yeah, I know in a complicated situation. I know. But the difference is, I totally don't think, I literally don't think I'll date anyone else. I just can't see it. Like, I can't see myself dating someone else. I've tried, like, I've been interested in other people, but I can't. Like, it's like, because I always, in my head, it's what I do, and it's not his fault. Even if we weren't talking and weren't friends, I still would think the same thought. I'd be thinking, I can't date you because you're not my ex. It's literally probably what I think, because I literally see all the qualities. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it to people. People are like, what the hell, Mariah? That's insane sounding. It does sound insane, but I'm not sorry. You said that's a friendship that you should. Oh, you said I should hold on to it. I know it's complicated, but I don't know. Like, if I did. Actually, I can't even. That sounds even weirder. I was about to say something weird, but no, Mariah, don't say that. That would be so odd. Thank God that's not possible. Um, I don't know. I don't know if anyone could ever make me feel the same way that my ex made me feel. I don't think it's possible. I know it sounds say insane, but I don't know if it's possible. I don't think anyone could ever make me feel the same way. I don't think anyone could. I'm not saying anyone could not treat me the same way they could, but I doubt it. Like I feel like it's like 5%, maybe like 2% possible, because like I said, my mannerisms are not like most. Like what most people act like. It's not the way I act. Like I said, it's either you hate me or you love me. It's not I'm okay, Mariah. You're okay, Mariah. Doesn't I don't think I've ever had that happen. I remember funny thing I will tell you. Before I dated my ex, I remember this is interesting. This is before, well, we were in like the talking stage, I guess, technically, because we didn't actually, it wasn't official yet. There was this other guy. He was like, yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna be ready. I don't think I ever will be. But I know I shouldn't say never. I don't think I will. I don't know. I don't really know when I'll be ready to move on, but I know for sure. Even though it's only, which is crazy. It's almost been how many years? It's about 2 years. It'll be 2 years in July. Um, since we broke up. But I can't help it. It's his fault. If he wasn't a good ex, then this wouldn't be happening. You know, this wouldn't be happening, Nick, if he wasn't a good guy. Because I tend to break off people that are bad. Like, yeah, it just tends to happen. I don't really know how. You say never, but I don't know. But I feel like if I got with someone else or dated someone else, I feel like I'd forget him, and I don't want to forget him. That's making me sad. Wait, so when you give a question for people out there that's like had feelings for their ex, but then they date someone new, Is it possible, like, if you get with like someone new that get with someone new that you like your feelings for your ex like dissipate? Because I don't know how I feel about that. That actually kind of scares me. I know some people are like, okay, that's good, but I don't know how I feel about that because I don't know. I feel like it's a betrayal, in my opinion. I'm kidding. It's probably not a betrayal, but I feel like, but for me, I feel like it's a betrayal. But I'm like, but I'm also Mariah. I don't think like most people. Yes and no. Wait, what do you mean yes and no? That's confusing, Nick. Can you please explain? Well, I know the thing is he is excited. I know him. He was. I remember when we broke up, and I was telling him, it was a while after we broke up, a little while after we broke up. I was saying I like this other person, but like then like the person like just like left, so I was like okay, whatever. But the thing that's one thing he said. He said he always wants the best. He's always said that. Like literally, he was like he always wanted the best for me. He's always and I want the best for him, regardless of what that is. Like I can't. Because I don't think one thing I'll say I think he'd do the same thing for me even though I don't I mean I think if I did date someone new I'd probably back off of I'm not saying I would never text my ex I would never like talk to him but I think I'd back off just only to respect the relationship all like literally only to respect the relationship but I'd still want to talk to I'm still probably talk to him off and on because I don't think there's anything wrong with talking to like that's normal talking to friends even if they're your ex talking to them a little bit but I'm also Mariah. I don't know if that's normal. I don't really know because I've never had been in this situation before, so it's like weird. I've never ever been friends with any of my exes, so I don't know. This is like new territory. It's not a bad thing though. I don't know what I don't know how I do ask him questions. But he's like I always have questions, and he's never like that's one thing that kind of is intense to me because like it's crazy to me. I have questions. He never really like. What am I gonna say? Oh yes, he doesn't. Hmm. How do I say? He doesn't ever like get mad at me for asking questions. I've never seen that before. Like other people get pissed at me. Like one of my friend, well, my former friend, he was like he would get pissed at me for asking questions. Like I'm not Google. Like as if I asked if he was Google. I didn't ask if he was Google, so why are you telling me that? But okay. Oh, you said there will always be traits in your ex that the next person can't compare, and they have traits that your ex doesn't. I'm not answering that. None of your damn business. That's how legit is. Um, thanks, Nick. But well, actually, that's really good. Wait, but you know what would be awesome is if I like date someone new and my ex date someone new, and then we could just like they could meet each other. It's not okay. Maybe that's weird, but I don't care. But technically, it's not weird because if you're friends with your ex, then it's not weird. But if you have feelings for your ex, then that is weird. Now, if you have feelings for your ex and dating someone else, which means you probably shouldn't be with the other person if you have feelings there. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm also I don't know. I feel like my brain's like I don't know. I just feel like he makes my brain happy. I don't know. Like making him smile makes me happy. It's not weird. Like I make him smile and other people smile, but making him smile makes me smile. And I know so now I know. That's another reason I know I still have feelings. That's how I know. Like, cause even because we were in a relationship, when I made him smile and he made me smile, it made me happy more. So I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can get past those feelings. I don't know. I don't know how to. I literally need someone to explain to me how you get past those feelings. I really don't get it. I don't know how people get over like their first loves or whatever. How they do that? Because that sounds hard. And if it makes me cry, I'm not doing it because I don't want to do something that's gonna make me upset. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. I really don't want to do something that's gonna make me really upset. My life is a smorgasbord of things. I'm kidding. I don't even know what that means. I made that up. Literally, I made that up. I don't know what that even means. Um, it just rise. I just say my life is my life to myself is like a mysterious smorgasbord of things. Any other questions before we go? Because I think I'm getting tired. My body's getting tired. You said you don't think that you could ever explain that to you, especially since. Oh man, dang it, Nick. I'm kidding. It's fine. You said actually you don't have to force yourself your feelings. Uh, oh, okay. Any questions? Because I think I'm gonna go because I'm getting tired. My body's tired. It's not your fault. You guys are awesome. I think when I get to 1480, I'll put the new poll up for deciding what topic. We're not there yet. We're getting there every day. We're getting closer to it, but we're not there yet. Definitely think we're going to be 1500 before the end of the year. Now that I see that. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm sorry that this was mostly about myself. You said you think it's good for you. Okay. You have an awesome. Well, Nick and Mildred have an awesome week, and everyone else have an awesome week. I hope good things happen to you, and you have a reason to smile every day. I love you guys as always. Thanks for watching. Bye.